In a significant turn of events, leaders from the Indian National Developmental Inclusive Alliance, or India, rallied together at Jantar Mantar on Friday under the banner Save Democracy to protest against the suspension of 146 opposition MPs during the winter session of the Parliament. Prominent opposition leader, including Nationalist Congress Party Supremo Sharad Pawar, Congress leaders Mallikarjun Kharge and Rahul Gandhi, and CPIM's Sitaram Yechury voiced their concerns against the suspension, emphasizing the need to protect democracy.
देश के अपोजिशन पार्टी के लोगों ने की, इसकी कीमत 140 से ज्यादा सांसदों को सदन के बाहर रखने का काम मोदी सरकार ने किया।
तंत्र के इतिहास पूरी दुनिया में कभी भी इस इतिहास में कोई भी देश में 146 सांसदों को ऐसे बाहर नहीं किया गया है, निलंबित नहीं किया गया। ये तो बहुत बुरी बात है। और बात यह है कि हमारे देश में ये सब चल रहा है और लोग को जानना चाहिए कि हमारे लोकतंत्र खतरे में है। तो इसलिए हम ये कर रहे हैं हम, और ये जो प्रदर्शन आप देख रहे हैं जनता को समझाने के लिए कि हमारे देश में जो कुछ चल रहा है ये तो बिल्कुल हमारे देश के भविष्य के लिए बुरा है। हम दुनिया भर कहते हैं कि हम लोकतंत्र की माता है, मदर ऑफ डेमोक्रेसी, लेकिन कोई भी अपनी माता को इस किस्म से ट्रीट करता है, ये बिल्कुल बुरी बात है।
सर क्या जी इसको लेकर क्या सॉल्यूशन की तरफ सब जाएगा?
सॉल्यूशन एक ही है, वो चुनाव में आएगी कि आप लोग इस सरकार को बदल के अच्छी सरकार लेके आइए इंडिया अलायंस की तरफ से।
तीन विधेयक अनुपस्थिति में 3 विधेयक कल हो गया सर, वो प्रक्रिया पूरी।
नहीं, ये सब बुरी बात है क्योंकि इतने महत्वपूर्ण निधियों को ऐसे बिना कोई भी चर्चा और कोई विपक्ष के राय बिना सुन के करना बिल्कुल अच्छा नहीं है लोकतंत्र के लिए।
So it was only natural and correct on part of the opposition to ask for a statement by the Home Minister on the floor of the House, since the House is in session, in the presence of the Prime Minister. But the government was adamant in not heeding to our request. So there was protest within Parliament. The reaction of the government was to suspend 146 members of the opposition and ram through laws which have far-reaching consequences on the daily life of people in India. So what this government actually wants to do is to have a parliament which it wants to only be a stamping house for all their laws without any discussion, debate or dissent. So they want parliament to just be like in China or in North Korea, just an endorser of whatever the ultimate leader does. This is completely against parliamentary democracy, and this is a betrayal of the faith people have in the parliamentary system. So we want to highlight this and tell them what is happening in Parliament is not good for India. See, you need to have a divergence of perspective, a divergence of views every time something is brought about as a law in this country. You can't have everybody thinking one way, everybody endorsing it one way without having any voice of opposition. And to have a Parliament without opposition is a negation of the idea of India itself, and we need to take that message across to the people of India. That is why we are organizing these protests and we are having this mass outreach contact program.
The Minister has said that the soul of these 3 laws is purely Indian, purely Bharatiya. How do you see this?
Well, the soul of these 3 laws is unconstitutional. On the touchstone of constitutionality, Article 14, 19 and 21, they will not stand the test of the courts. These laws are draconian, they are authoritarian, they will lay the foundation of a police state in India, and they will take away and abridge the fundamental freedoms and constitutional guarantees which were given by the Constitution of India, and more importantly which have been laid down by the courts as jurisprudence over a considerable length of time. So therefore, under those circumstances, these laws will be challenged in the appropriate courts of law, and I am confident they will not pass the test of constitutionality.
The suspended members of Parliament present at the protest stood in solidarity, echoing the sentiments expressed by the opposition leaders. In a show of nationwide solidarity, the Congress party has scheduled protests at all district headquarters on Friday. Earlier on Thursday, while proceedings were underway, the suspended MPs took to the streets, marching from the Parliament building to Vijay Chowk, protesting the bulk suspension of opposition lawmakers. The situation remains tense as the opposition intensifies its efforts to bring attention to what they see as a threat to democracy.
Subscribe to Oneindia channel and never miss an update.